Today I've decided to take the initiative of purposely doing a small video on showing you how you can do the timing of a Peugeot 504 or a Peugeot 505. So, well, nothing much, but I just decided to do this entirely so that it can become maybe beneficial or something, because most mechanics out there, they don't do the timing properly well. So as we're going to begin, I'm going to show you how you start up with things. So I've already started doing one or two things. So I've removed my radiator. My radiator is out. I've removed the belts. So the next thing you do, you open the dog lock, which is always here. Open the dog lock here, and then after opening the dog lock, you remove the pulley. So let me wear my jacket so that I don't get dirty. But now, okay, after you've opened the dog lock, you remove the pulley. After you remove the pulley, you open the chain box. So pulley I removed, dog lock, and the chain box is out. Put them aside. So from there, you have to remove plug number 1 so that you don't remove the timing cover. It's not necessary anyway. So that you rock the piston to piston number 1 should come up high. So I already removed, and then you remove your dipstick, you put it in. After you've removed the plug, my plug is out. After you've removed your plug, you put it in, then you rock the car. So you may put back the dog lock, the nut that was here, and then you turn the engine until you see that this dipstick is coming up or going, or just there in between where it's coming up or coming down. So here you remove the back plate. This is the oil thrower. It's called an oil thrower. It's the one that concentrates the oil back. Remember, the Peugeot 505 does not have a crankshaft seal, or the 504 does not have a crankshaft seal yambele. So you have to remove this. After you remove that, you open these nuts of the cam wheel. This is the camshaft wheel. This is the crankshaft gear. This camshaft wheel or gear. So I have to remove this. So I had opened them. There are 3. Now, if you turn, the first thing you're supposed to understand is, if you can zoom it here well so that we can all see, you have to see that these 2 bolts, because there are 3 sets, there are 3 nuts here, bolts, sorry, this one, and this one. So the 2 ones should align themselves next to the camshaft. This one, they should be almost aligned to the camshaft here. So when you're turning, there's a mark here at the crankshaft. This mark here should align itself when you rock it up dead center, top dead center. This mark should align itself to the angle of the engine. The engine is aligned in 45 degrees, so it should align itself 45 degrees, same to the angle of the engine. And then these 2 should be somewhere close to here. So if they are not close to here, you have to rock the car until you make sure that these ones come here, remove the chain, and then you rock back this. So that's the trick. Make sure these things come close to the camshaft here. And then if this mark is anywhere out of wherever it's supposed to be, remove the chain like this. After you've removed the chain, you now rock the engine to the top dead center, where the piston is almost coming up and down. It's going down or it's fully up. So if you remove the 3 of these, you remove the cam gear. So this is the cam gear, and this is the chain. So I've removed the cam gear and the chain. So as you see, you're now remaining with the crankshaft gear only around. So these 2 should align themselves almost close to the camshaft, and this mark should be at 45 degrees parallel to the engine. Okay, now doing the actual timing, from this gear you can see there's a mark here. There's like a mark there. So this is the mark that we are interested in. So this is the cam gear. So camshaft gear. So, well, when you're doing it, you take your chain. you put your chain on a flat surface, anywhere, but it should be flat. Like this. You put your chain on a flat surface like this. So you see, when you put your chain like that, there's this part that is horizontal, and there's this part that is looking a little vertical on the same chain. So you have to make a marking. Like you see, I've made a mark here. So you mark here, and then you come and mark in between here. So if you can zoom it well, you can see a mark here, and you can as well see a mark there. So this part is the one that is going to go to the cam gear, where the mark is. You see, that mark goes with that mark of the cam gear. And then this other mark, the small one, the other one where you marked down, is going to go to the crankshaft gear here, where you have a mark. Yeah, so we shall continue. Okay. Now, after you've done, you can now see if you've put in this part will marry there, and our mark is there, and our two bolts are aligning next to the cam. If they don't align, put the bolts back and try to twist it kidogo, because now that there it will move kidogo so that it aligns to the cam. And then you just bolt on with this couplet, stopper plate in. And then you tighten. Number 13. Then you tighten. After you've tightened, you get your tensioner. Now this is the tensioner. You get your tensioner. The tensioner goes here, between these two holes. The tensioner goes there. So you tighten. So I'm going to fix the tensioner, and then after I'm done, I'm going to continue with that. Now, you see, I've got the tensioner right in properly well. So the chain must be this tight. This is a Peugeot. This is a 505, or this is a 504. If you don't get the chain this right, I guarantee you the rattle noise will never end. So you have to get the chain this tight. So it depends on how you work out with your tensioner. Now that one is another lesson of another day. But you have to get the tensioner and the chain this right. So if you've done that, you now come to where you put the cover on, then you put the pulley. So let me tighten this properly well, make sure that everything is tight in there, and then I get back.